It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll get to see Tyler Lockett. He's got a lot of momentum coming off a 160-yard game last week. It's the Jaguars and the Titans. Next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, the NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And bringing them out is one of the most exciting players in the NFL every season. A former MVP, it's Lamar Jackson.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Up the middle, it's Cook. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. Mike Rimmers, right tackle, called for the infraction. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Cook following the penalty. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Oh, this will be incomplete. Rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
Leading them out, the fifth-year Auburn alum got his first career starts last season. Here's Jarrett Stidham.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
The numbers for Mixon last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. 3rd and 8.
Here's Stidham.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
That's pulled in at the 32. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
The pass there complete to Sutton, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Now 2nd and 5. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
First grab for Thomas. It's good for a first down as well.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
First down, here's the run with Cook. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Encroachment defense.
And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Cook. We'll get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal.
Jackson's going to keep it.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Hold it. Offense.
So a decision to make there. They decline the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down.
Now Jackson. That's a Titans touchdown.
Dalvin Cook.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And the final act of the drive was the touchdown catch by Dalvin Cook.
So time to see Jacksonville get on offense for the 2nd time here in this game.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they got to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. The Jaguars at 3-6 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind in the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A draw play for Mixon, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon.
And he takes it down to 40 with a pickup of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he is going to have a Jags first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Stidham first down in the red zone.
A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. Yeah, the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
First and goal at the 8-yard
Here's Knight on the handoff. And he will get this in the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Sullivan Knight, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Keelan Cole now to return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Tennessee offense set to go again. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ball start. Offense.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Jackson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. A.J. Epinesa, the one credited for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. Even if you sit on the ground.
Offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Stidham from the shotgun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Here's Stidham to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
This is taken around the 12. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And that will come the offense as they take over. Out come the Titans now. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll go up the middle with White, and he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. From the 38 now. Here's second down at 7.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. This now a 3rd and 4.
Jackson now. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Now here's Bradley Pinion now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable for Lockett. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Third and 1, Stidham. And it is caught and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at
because
all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up second down. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. Now Stidham on second down.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
Only able to gain a couple there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Again, Stidham. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so.
Now Jackson on first down.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Able to get away. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now a throw on first down there, but it's It's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
1 second, all that remains.
And that is incomplete. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL.
Okay,
This one's
Coach,
been as good as
adjustments
advertised.
likely
Just
going
a
to
field
play
goal
a big role
separating
in this
these two
third
teams.
quarter. What's been
This is a
tight
very level first
contest
half,
so far.
and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Stidham looking to escape, but he'll go down. They got him. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Inside handoff to Mixon. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they move this well upfield across the 45.
86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down and 7.
Out of the gun, Stidham. Uncorks one for Davis. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense.
It's no secret they have been struggling big time. They've gone 2 months without a win, 8 straight losses. But right now they do have the lead.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
3rd down and 6.
Jackson from the shotgun. This to Graham on the short pass.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They run straight ahead here with White. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Cook up the gut. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run it again with Cook. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 28. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 80 yards rushing now for Cook, and this is a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Jackson's throw taken in by Sutton.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Personal foul. Baseman. Defense.
Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
White will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. On the handoff, it's White. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Baseman. Defense.
It looked like they had the run stopped at the line of scrimmage, but the hand got up into the face mask, and the officials, they were looking for it. They spotted it.
It's an easy call, too, when it's right in front of them. You see that neck twist just a little bit, and that's enough to draw the flag.
Cook following the penalty. He gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Jackson.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Cameron Brate with an amazing diving catch as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Stidham. It's caught by Davis. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire 4th remaining, so stranger things have happened.
Now some good hard running there as he push his way forward for about 5.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Stidham. Left side complete to Lockett. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville.
Lockett the man in motion.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Stidham looking to escape, but he'll go down. They got him. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Jackson to throw. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. It's complete to Cole.
interference. Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Holding. Offense.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Up the middle, it's Cook. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes.
Touchdown! Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Titans add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together.
There he goes left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw is Stidham. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. This offense so far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and forever.
Pass caught. It's Davis on the crossing route.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On 3rd down, Jackson setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Now it's Lockett. Bust through the tackle. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
On first down, Stidham. He hits his target, Lockett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the fourth is not going to be an easy task, but that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Stidham to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Brings up 2nd and 17.
On 2nd down, here's Stidham.
Open man, complete downfield to Davis.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Gabriel Davis from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Cole now on the return.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's Jackson. This to Graham on the short pass. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 17-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Cook now off the read option.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Holding. Offense.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? They'll try the middle with Cook. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on for the 5th time here today. That's taken on the 25. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Stidham.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Stidham sets to throw on first. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On the delay, it's Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Shaking his head after that when they had the play call they wanted.
I'm shaking my head as well. Tight end in this spot, that's a primary chance for him to catch the ball and make a big play, and he didn't get it done.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. White running to the left. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, I'm happier than.
I remember a coach in a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
This is 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
Stidham with one final shot. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Titans, it's a 2nd win on the year now as they move to 2-8. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.